Hi there, welcome to you. Thanks for watching my Vision News. Big news from Tigray. Breaking news for you from Tigray. People say, "Sajid, use breaking news a lot in your titles, in your descriptions, but this is what I have to use because this news is extraordinary. When the news story is extraordinary and it happens all of a sudden. Generally, we call it breaking news. Uh, I try to avoid repetition of breaking news, big news, shocking news, but problem is that I have to use these terms sometimes because now the two leaders in Tigray have held a meeting. What would you call it? Isn't it an extraordinary development? Definitely, uh, the news, the report came out suddenly. No one was expecting that it will happen. Gita Choreda and Debretsion Gebremichael were seen together in Makale today, standing side by side in pleasant mood. Tigray religious leaders are mediating between them. The religious leaders held a press briefing. Which religious leaders? From which religion and which names? Details for you in this video. Firstly, Gita Chaureda has returned to Makale. It was being claimed as if he had handed over his charge to Tadase Varade and that he won't return. He had fled. The Brad group people are saying that Getachew had chickened out, but Getachew returned. I told you that such letters of delegation of charge were issued by Getachew in the past too. It means that his travel out of Tigray was temporary. He returned because the meeting which was held today was held in Tigray. So he is back in Tigray. He is the president now, not Tadase Varade. Tadase Varade was appointed president for interim period, which was around, I think, 2 days. And now Getachew has returned, firstly. Secondly, what happened today? Tigray's Orthodox Church leaders held a press briefing in a hotel in Makale today in the presence of both Gita Choreda and Debretsion Gebremichael. The two leaders, Debretsion Gebremichael, were seen standing side by side, exchanging greeting with each other, talking to religious leaders. Both looked in good mood, exchanging pleasantries. Religious leaders hugged them, and after that, the religious leaders held a press briefing. Which religious leaders? And is military behind this move to bring Getachew Debretsion together or Orthodox Church? Orthodox Church of Tigray has formed a synod, we know. It has split with the main church. It hasn't elected a new patriarch, but synod has been formed. But can we say that this church, its archbishops are influential, very powerful? They can convince Getachew and Debretsion to meet and talk? I don't think so. I don't agree. So I think there is someone behind Tigray Orthodox Church. Who is that force behind the Tigray Orthodox Church? When TPLF and federal government negotiated Pretoria, who was the real force? Who was the real mediator? Americans. But the face was African Union, I get, as if they were mediating, but basically Americans were planning everything. They were making decisions. They took TPLF leaders in their own Air Force planes from Makale to Tanzania. So it was the US, the Westerners. Here, I believe, based on my analysis, based on my understanding of Tigray's politics, that military is behind this development. Military talked to both parties. Military told them to talk, to negotiate. Military is now showing Orthodox Church elders as the mediators to save the two leaders from embarrassment. Gita and military does not want to show its interference in politics. And we cannot blame military, by the way. Military had to intervene because politicians did not show political maturity. I think where they remained very cool, very calm. I would appreciate Varade for what he did. He was not quick to take sides. He issued very balanced statements. He tried to keep military together. Very cool, calm, and calculated type of guy, Tadase Varade. Now, military does not want to show that it is the real mediator. Basically, military is mediating. Military is showing Orthodox Church leaders as if they are mediating. Interestingly, a bishop from Australia is the main active mediator between the two sides. Sereke Berhan is his name. He was appointed by the Orthodox Church a few months ago to diocese in Australia. If you remember, I think last year, Sereke Berhan tried to go to Macaulay when the main Orthodox Church and the Orthodox Church were involved in a bitter conflict. And Sarake Birhan was not allowed to go to Macaulay from Addis Ababa. He was deported from Addis Ababa back to Australia. Later things improved and Sarake Birhan came to Ethiopia. But he's not based in Ethiopia. He's in Tigray these days. He's the one who held the press briefing in the presence of Getachew and Debretsion. The press briefing was broadcast both on Tigray TV and DWTV. Tigray TV is pro Getachew because it is under Getachew government, and DWTV is pro TPLF, Debretsion. So both showed this press briefing. Have Getachew and Debretsion reached an agreement? No. Religious leaders in their press briefing said that the two leaders have agreed to solve the issue through dialogue. They have agreed that they will talk, they'll negotiate, there'll be no fight, and they will find a solution. Why? Because people are in trouble, people suffering. That is why the leaders are willing to talk to find a solution. All main Orthodox Church leaders were there. Marha Christos, the Archbishop of Adigrat, Archbishop of Macaulay, Abune Isaias, Archbishop of Axom, Abune Mikorius, Archbishop of Shire, Abune Petros, Abune Silama, Sereke Berhan. Religious leaders were there. It means that Tigray is dominated by one religious entity, and that is Orthodox. I am not aware of Muslim religious leaders being there, Protestants, or others. This initiative was led by Orthodox Christian leaders, showing how strong the Orthodox Church is in Tigray if you compare it with other religious denominations, other faiths in Tigray. I'm not aware of other religious leaders, Muslims, or from other religions or denominations of Christianity being present in this press briefing. A good move, at least the two leaders met. I think now we'll see detailed discussion between the two sides. stability is involved behind the scenes, and we could see an agreement. Good to see that. People suffering, Tigray needs stability. Let's hope that things are solved in a peaceful manner. Thank you for watching.